Today we are here in Tacoma, Washington, and I came up here for a very special meeting for a secret project that I'm working on that you guys will get to find out about this winter. So for now it's a secret, and I'm gonna keep it because I can keep secrets. I can keep secrets. I can keep secrets. Since I was up here in Tacoma, I had to bring the cute little wooden hippo that I recently got for my friend Kelly. Now, Kelly has a vintage mall space called the Rustic Hippo with her and her husband Kurt, and her space is amazing. It's in the South Tacoma Antique Mall. So today we are gonna go shop the antique mall, check out her amazing vintage bohemian space, and see what other treasures we can find. Last time I was here, I found several incredible pieces, including our birds in flight. So I kind of have my hopes up that we're gonna find some good treasures inside. And we're gonna take Kelly this little gift. This antique mall is huge. You could easily get lost in this place. There are multiple levels, and when you walk in the door, you can go a variety of different directions. Today, we are headed to the left because we're going towards Kelly's space first. This first vendor here on the left, I have bought several pieces from in the past. There is always some really good mid-century era original art here in this space, and I've also found some fantastic pottery. I like the neutral color and simple design on this vase. It's got just enough detailing on it to make it interesting, yet it's still a very neutral piece that could be mixed in with other pieces that have a lot more going on. They've got $25 on it, and I think we might have to come back for this piece. We'll see. I have a feeling I'm gonna spend a lot of money here in this store today. This is such a fantastic, classic mid-century modern pitcher. I think this would make the most beautiful watering can, and you can even use it as a vase when you're not using it for a watering can. This piece definitely doesn't just have to be used as a pitcher. This is a really pretty vintage ashtray. I love this marble with this bright orangish red color to it. Now this looks like a Southwestern vest that I would love to wear. I think that this is such a unique piece. I've never actually come across a Killam rug style vest. They've got it listed as a Southwest vest for $22. And it's really unique that it has this gold velvet on the backside. It definitely looks like a handmade piece. I think that this would be so cute to wear styled over a dress or even just a simple t-shirt and jeans. This is going to the front counter, and we are starting our pile. This is a fantastic lamp. It is massive. This thing's probably about 5 feet tall. It is too big to ship, and I don't have anywhere in my house that a piece like this would work, but in the right setting, in the right home, this would be such a fun and beautiful statement lamp. Vintage tooled leather bags always blow my mind. It's always really incredible to me how much work and detail is put into these pieces. We got to go a little bit sideways to take a look at this painting. I saw it when we first walked up towards this space. The tag says it is a 1963 Denmark oil painting for only $99. I'm really into still life paintings, and there's something about this one that I just keep coming back to. This is a really unique dress form. I love this kind of caged look to it. I already have a couple of these that I use for flea markets and for staging clothing on. This one is pretty unique. I would really consider buying this, but I don't think I'm going to because I can't shoot jewelry on it. I really like having dress forms that I can shoot both clothing and jewelry on. This kitty cat clock is so adorable. This would be so fun to put in a kid's room makeover. I might have to check with my niece Milani and see if she'll ever let me do a room makeover for her. That would be so much fun to do. Okay, this chair is really interesting because if you were all sitting in the 3 spots, you couldn't even be facing each other. I'm wondering if the original purpose for this was some kind of a dressing room chair or maybe from a department store, and so you could be sitting and trying on your shoes and there could be people on the back side of it doing the same. Let me know in the comments below what you think the original purpose was for this unique chair. And now we are entering the Rustic Hippo's Bohemian Oasis here within the Vintage Mall. Kelly and I have a lot of things in common, including our love for patterns and color and embroidery and tooled leather wallets. Y'all know that I love hats, and this is a very interesting one. It looks to be handmade out of a vintage textile or rug. I am loving the colors and pattern on it. We're gonna add this to the pile. As someone who had a vintage mall space for many years, I know how much work it takes to not only source all of the beautiful finds in here, but to clean them and price them and research them and haul them to your space, set everything up, and constantly coming into your space to maintain it. Kelly and Kurt have done such an incredible job, and they have expanded here at the South Tacoma Mall. I believe that they now have 4 or 5 separate spaces. Okay, is this a cat or is this an onion? This is such a hilarious piece of pottery. I love this lidded canister. She's only asking $18 for it, and it is artist signed here on the bottom. I know I have come across this signature before. I think it says Jim M. Ham, or maybe it says Han, H-A-N-N. If you've seen this signature before and you know who it is, please give me a shout out in the comments below. I am very tempted by this California pottery for $28. I have sold one in this pattern before. It's a very beautiful piece. We might be coming back for it. Loving the hand-painted design on this. When I picked it up, I thought it was going to be pottery, but it's actually a carved wood bowl, and they've got it priced at only $12, so we are adding that to the pile for sure. So far, the pile has a lot of pattern and color, which is exactly what I was hoping for today. I have always wanted to find one of these cactus lamps. These are very valuable. They've got only $39 on it. We are getting this for sure. I am super excited. These typically sell for several $100. I am super stoked about this find. Is it just me, or are all of these faces in the sky a bit creepy? I always say there's something for everyone at an antique store, and I'm not kidding. Oh man, how fantastic would this table be for our tiki party? It's way too expensive of an investment for something that I might not use year round, but it sure is gorgeous. I always love seeing someone else's collection. There are so many different things that you can collect. I personally collect my Crater Lake paintings, so it's kind of fun to see someone's collection of all of these different wolf paintings. This is a gorgeous piece. It is all hand beaded over a glass bottle. They've got $35 on it. I want to thank HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. Our kitchen is still not finished, you guys. We still have no shelves. We still do not have a completely functional pantry, but that is not stopping me from cooking in our kitchen. And I'm excited today to try out one of the vegetarian options from HelloFresh. This week, Jesse and I were really excited to try some of the vegetarian options with HelloFresh. They offer veggie, pescatarian, and fit and wholesome meals that make it really easy to stick to your goals and feel good about your food choices. Hello Custom allows you to customize your box by swapping out one protein or a side for another, upgrading for a more luxe experience, or adding a protein to a veggie meal. This means you get more choices, more variety, and more meals that are truly tailored to you. You can take the night off and skip that grocery store, spending more time soaking up the last bits of summer, or like us, you can spend all of that time working on all of the many projects you've got going on at your home. No matter how you need to spend your extra time, HelloFresh gives you that extra time that you can spend with your family rather than at the grocery store. HelloFresh can help you eat more sustainably. It is the first carbon neutral meal kit company, and nearly all of the packaging is recyclable. All of the recipes come pre-portioned with their ingredients, which means a lot less prep time for you and less wasted food. In fact, it cuts down your food waste by at least 25% compared to grocery store shopping. HelloFresh's streamlined supply chain reduces greenhouse gas emissions compared to grocery shopping. Plus, in partnership with Plastic Bank, HelloFresh prevents 10 million bottles from entering the ocean every year. After so much traveling this spring, it has been amazing to be home all summer with Jesse, cooking these HelloFresh meals together. Go to HelloFresh.com and use code LEFTCO16 to get 16 free meals across 7 boxes, and you get 3 free gifts. Love the colors on this hand-painted Mexican bowl. It's even got a drainage hole in the bottom, so this would make a wonderful planter. But just because it was meant to be a planter doesn't mean it has to stay a planter. If you clean this up, this would be so beautiful to have on a table or a counter with rolled up little dish towels in it. So many different things that you could do with a piece like this. I am really excited to style up all these finds when we get home because I am loving everything I'm finding today. These little butterflies would be so cute in a garden. I could see these being used on a fence where the flowers are just overflowing out of a hanging planter. Hey, it's the same mid-century pagoda that I have, except this one is painted teal. This was originally a brass color. I think I paid $20 for mine at a garage sale. They are only asking $35 for it, and these typically sell for around $85 to $125 when they're in their original condition. So now the question is, am I gonna try to restore it and get this teal paint off, or do I sell this as is to somebody who loves those pops of color? This is a beautiful piece of hand-painted Norwegian pottery. It's only $14.95 and this space is 50% off, so we are adding this to the pile. Here's another one of Kelly's spaces. You can obviously tell because it's got all of the amazing hanging lights, the bohemian colors everywhere. I just love their style so much. Almost every single piece in this space I would pick up too. In fact, I even have some hand-painted Mexican pottery mugs, almost identical to this one right here. She's got some very beautiful African pottery over here. I have found one of these before at a Goodwill a long time ago. This is another African piece. I think this design with the girls holding hands going all the way around it is just so beautiful. And that pot down there on the bottom is one of my very favorite styles of Mexican pottery. I almost did not even see this here. It was kind of tucked underneath all of these books. This is a carved wood water buffalo plant stand. They've got $36 on it and this space is 20% off. This is a really, really cool piece. We are gonna get that for sure. This jug is really beautiful. I really like the little stopper on the top for some reason. This is a vintage Greek jug and they've got $18.99 on it. We're gonna go add this to the front pile too. I know so many of you are obsessed with hands like I am, and I'm always looking for things that have hands on them to put into my shop sales. But even for me, who likes a little bit weird, these little glove molds are a little bit too weird for me. I'm kind of into this West Germany jug. They've got it listed as a newer piece, but I'm pretty confident that this is actually a vintage West Germany piece, and it's only $16, so we're gonna get this. I have been looking for a new perfume bottle, and I think that I might have just found her. Too funny. I just thrifted this exact same Kaiser vase, but in a taller size at Goodwill recently. They've got $24 on this one, but the vendor is also having a sale. In fact, so many of the vendors are having sales right now. It is a great time to get up here to come shopping. We are going to get this, and I'm going to show you it back home with the taller one that matches. I am pretty sure that I'm going to be able to make this champagne bucket stand work as an ice bucket during our tiki party. One of the things I'm worried about is keeping beverages cold, and I don't want everyone to have to go in and out of the house so many times to go to the refrigerator. Now I just have to hope that when I get home, one of my buckets will fit in here. They are only asking $19 for it, so I think it's worth the chance. It does need a little bit of cleaning, but that's okay. This is one of the largest sets of these canisters that I have ever seen. If you are on the hunt for kitchen canisters, now you know where you need to go. This is one of my very favorite Israeli pottery makers. They know the value of this vase. They've got $72 on it, and that is right where the pricing should be. That is a wrap for South Tacoma Antique Mall. Here are all the things that I'm going to be purchasing today. Oh, I'm so excited about her. I'm going to put my perfume in her. Oh, she already has perfume.
I was going to say, do you worry about them clashing?
What if it smells good? If I like this perfume, then it was a really good deal if I got perfume and the bottle. I am back home from my weekend away in Tacoma, Washington, and I found some really great stuff. Before I take you into the house to show you all of the items staged, I have to tell you some very exciting news. We got our kitchen shelves installed. This is something we have been waiting so many months for. We ordered our custom kitchen shelves back in January. They were supposed to take 6 to 12 weeks to get finished. They ended up taking over 7 months, but they turned out amazing and we are so grateful that they are in. I thought that this was the perfect opportunity to take these finds from Tacoma and style up the new shelves. Here's our birds in flight that we got last trip to Tacoma.
And then check out this little carved stool. So it turned out that that vendor was having a 50% off sale. So I got it for $16.50, I believe. I'm still working on doing research, but it does look like these little stools sell for a lot of money online. I think they make the perfect little plant stand. You just want to make sure that you have something that will not get water onto the stool. So you want to use something either without a drainage hole that doesn't hold any moisture in the bottom, or you want to put some kind of a little dish or separator between them. But I think they are the perfect height for a little plant stand.
How amazing is this Killam vest? This is all hand woven. I think it was repurposed out of a Killam rug. This is going to be such a fun one to style up this fall and winter. And I didn't just get the vest, I got the hat too. This could be my new chef's hat. I look like Mario from the Mario Brothers. That's so fantastic. It's a little bit itchy here on the inside, so I think I'm gonna have my friend Michelle help me stitch a little lining in here so there's something a little bit softer against my skin. But I just thought that this one was so much fun, and I'd never seen a hat like this before. And I've been told I can pull off any hat. I don't think that's true. I don't know for sure if I can pull this one off, but I think it's a fun hat and I had to at least give it a try, right? Obviously I wouldn't wear it with this outfit. I feel like I could pull it off if I was just wearing some cute jeans and like a white t-shirt and I was going more simple with the rest of my look. That way I just let the hat speak for itself. I don't know. What do you guys think? Can I pull it off? As usual, Tacoma was a blast. It's always worth the drive, and it was so nice to catch up with Kelly from the Rustic Hippo. And if you are in the area, I highly recommend making a trip to the South Tacoma Antique Mall because it is massive. It is so big that I actually get overwhelmed there, and it takes a lot of good junk to get me overwhelmed. Let me know what you think of today's finds, and I'm gonna go take this hat off because my head's already itching. This might not have been the best purchase I've ever made, but dang, it sure is cute. I'll see you guys in a brand new episode soon.